Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing my $20,000 PSA submission return, and we have 3 boxes here. I got them back like a month ago, but I just haven't gotten around to opening them up and showing them off yet. But the reason why I'm estimated to be worth so much is because I got quite a few of the SM210 promos in there. If you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about. They have had a huge spike as of recent months, and so I had 20 lying around, so I graded them all. I'm going to talk a bit about my PSA theory, because, we got the conspiracies back, or whatever. And while we're going to take a look at these grades. So, like 2 months ago, when the grades were ready, I did take a peek, and I will say, I was not too pleased. I felt a bit robbed, which is why I wanted to talk about it while we take a look at some of these grades here, whether they're deserved or not. Let's start with the box in the middle. Not. And we're just gonna see the grades, because I wasn't too happy with them, but let's see if they were deserved or not, and I might consider resubmitting. And in the meantime, I also want to talk about a couple of my feelings about what happened and moving forward, especially with PSA Toronto opening up. So let's just get into it with the first box. We have, I don't even know, maybe like 50, 60 cards only in the submission. And this is only my second ever PSA submission. My first one was like 200 cards. But the second one, I didn't go too crazy because I didn't save up a bunch of cards to submit. I just submitted because, the Hidden Fates Birds promo was spiking, and I wanted to get in on it because I already had a ton lying around that I held for like 4 years just because I never got around to selling them, and now they spiked a ton, so why wouldn't I sell them now? But yeah, that was the main reason behind that, and little did I know this would be my last submission with PSA that was based from the US location. And now we gotta figure out how to open the damn box. But essentially, we got some pretty nice cards in here, I must say. Not too crazy, but some nice ones. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so we got the nice presentation, PSA. Changed the boxes a bit since I first submitted. And we got like what, 20-ish cards here. Let's take a look. I don't know which way they're facing. Let's see. Okay, the fronts are there. So let's go this way. I like how they package it, actually. It's a nice way to do packaging. But hopefully this video doesn't get too long. We don't have too many cards to get through, but I will explain my theory as we go with these cards. But I'm so excited. I forgot most of these grades, but let's try to cover them up. There we go. Right off the bat, we got the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno Hidden Fates promo, SM210. That's what I was talking about. Last I checked, these were going for a couple $100 in PSA 10. Even in PSA 9, they're going for a lot. And raw, they shot up from like $20 to like $150, $200. It's crazy. But, we don't have too much time, so let's just go straight into it. This one got a 9. So, again, these cards, I know the lighting's not great here, but they don't have real problems. And you can, I guess, check the cert if you want. Check online. They look pretty nice to me. But for some reason, they're getting railed. PSA is not happy. And let's see if we got more. Alright, so they mixed up the order. We got Galarian Zapdos here. I don't know why I submitted this, just for fun. But basically, if these don't get a 10, it's wraps. Just give it up. Let's see. It's an 8. There we go. This was definitely not a great idea, but I remember I just threw these in blind. For some of these cards, I just threw them in blind just because they were cool cards to submit. Not necessarily to make a profit, but... Oh yeah, it's a Crown Season 10 promo. That's why. Anyways, there we go. I also submitted a lot of Ends Reshurams because, at the time, they were going for like, what, $300 in a PSA 10, so I was like, why not? But it took forever to get back and for me to actually open them up. But yeah, let's see. There we go, our first 10. Really love to see it. I saw some really disappointing grades in the grade reveal, but I don't know exactly. I didn't really go in depth to it. I didn't really see how many 10s and 9s we got, but I know there were a couple big duds. Let's focus up here. Another one, and we got 9. That's unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. 9s and 10s, I can't even complain. But once we see some more ridiculous grades, I'll get into my theory. So let's just get through these. We got a 10. Perfect, beautiful. It's a nice profit. This random Japanese card, don't know why I submitted, but yeah, 10. Usually Japanese cards, they get a 10. If they're not getting a 10, PSA is tweaking or you screwed up somewhere. Usually pack fresh cards get a 10. Another Enzo SRAM, 9. Alright. 9s, we can't even complain because, you know, they're not perfect, whatever. So, our first 10 on the birds. That's worth a lot, actually. I believe like $500 to $700. It's pretty nice to get a 10, which is why I submitted them. And another 10. Beautiful. So far, it's looking better than I thought it was, but let's see. Got a 9. Alright. So far, we only got 1 8. Another Ends Reshram 10. There we go. That's beautiful. I know this is a different style of video than we usually do, but this is another side of business. Like I made a video, I believe, saying that PSA card grading is very profitable for business, and it is. I basically got these promos for free. 10, there we go. Because I sold the Hidden Fates packs a couple years back and just held the promos. And they spiked and boom, got 10. You know, the Hidden Fates promos are actually grading very well. As of my previous experience. This time they were okay. Got a bunch of 9s, but in my past experience they always get 10s. This one I believe was disappointing. I don't think there's anything wrong with this card. Let's take a look. Check the cert if you want, but yeah, it got an 8. I don't believe that this deserved an 8. There was nothing wrong. I would say all cards I submit should be at least 9s in my opinion, but you know, PSA is PSA. They're the professionals. Another Birds promo, we got 9. Then another Birds promo, we got 10. That's beautiful. And another Birds promo, 10 again. So it's actually going a lot better than I expected. But yeah, 10 again. It's beautiful. Great way to start off the first box. Look, only 2 8s so far, but I promise you it's getting worse. It's going to get worse. On to the next box. So this is, I hope to make a video to see, you know, if I crack some of these, submit it to the Toronto PSA Center, if they improve or maybe even get worse. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, because it's kind of a waste of money. I might not do it, but if anyone wants to see it, why not? We could do it for science. And yeah, I'm gonna struggle to open this box again. There we go. So you got crack the sides, and then it like pulls down. So there we go. PSA. I believe if it's like last time, the grades should be face down this way. There we go. Face down. Don't need that box. And let's go through these. Hope for more 10s. I'll even take some 9s. Let's go. Oh, starting off with a 9. Not great. Box Stopper and Dress Ram. It's alright. Ooh, back with another 10. Ultra Zapdos Articuno promo. And Dress Ram. 8. This is where my theory starts. Alright. I believe these cards were virtually flawless. Like, straight from the promo. I know they get damaged sometimes, but like, man, when I looked at them, they were clean. Pretty well centered as well. Don't know why. Boom. There we go. Okay, I know they ship these like ridiculously bad. They just threw them in a cardboard box and shipped them, these promos. This Pokemon Together promo came with free with purchase. You spent like $20 on the Pokemon Center back in June. But look, this is a clean card, no? Like, what? check the cert on the PSA site if you will. It's genuinely flabbergasted at the 6. And that's a big hitter in a 10. And they just, just molested me. I don't know why it got docked so hard. And there we go. We got another. I think I have 3 of this and 3 of the EV ones. Let's see. We got an 8. Like, there we go. Why are they doing this to me? I'm going to keep them in their own pile because that's just disappointment. There we go. EV. Come on. 8. Like, why did they do this? I know they get damaged sometimes, but seriously? 8. Like, this is not 8 condition, man. There's no whitening. There's no whitening. It's centered. What are they smoking? That is my theory. Look, I submitted a lot of Enzo SRM. I submitted a lot of Moltres Zapdos Articuno and a lot of Pikachu. Typically, they say if you submit a lot, there we go, a 9. I guess that's all right. If you submit a lot of the same card, they get docked. Like, they don't, because of population control. Now, hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble, like anyone gets upset, but yeah, a lot of people believe in population control. There we have a nice one. We got a nice vintage Japanese holo. So it got an 8. That's all right. This is like a random holo I got, but population control. A lot of people are believing in population control because when you submit like 20 copies of the card, even if they're all virtually perfect, most of them don't come, like only half will come back at 10. So far we're doing okay with the 10s, but they say that if you crack them, resubmit them, you can get more. There we go. On that note, we got a 10. But yeah, they say that if you submit this separately, you get better. Got a 9. That's disappointing because it's energy, gold energy. You don't want to be getting below 10, but we got 2 9s, and this is what I mean. Slap in the face. There you got a promo 10. All right, Stellarcon ETB promo. Nothing crazy, but hey, at least it's a 10. Steelix SIR. This one was a nice one. I bought off a collection. I thought it was pretty clean. 9. All right, it's all right. Something's probably imperfect. I can take a 9, but 6s, nah. That's just outrageous. 8, all right. Just jump already. Like, what are we doing here, man? I graded it because it's a cool card and they molested me. All right, boundaries crossed. I graded this. Why would I grade a regular EX for it to get an 8? Obviously, because I thought it was not an 8. Because, like, are we serious? Like, look up the certs. They're nice cards. Boom, there's a 10. Plasma Storm EX. That's actually a beautiful one. And get in a 10. I submitted these because I expect a 10. Didn't submit them to get 8s and 6s. No. Whatever. We got a holo. I know this one's kind of banged up, but it's a pre-release kit promo. So 8, whatever. It's not worth much, I guess, in an 8 probably, but it is what it is. And last card to finish this off, a 7. Yeah, just get that out. I don't even want to see it. But we're on to the last box. Like I said, we start off strong, but in the preview, when I scrolled through the grades when I was paying, I saw they were quite disappointing. I expected way more 10s, but anyone that submitted with PSA before knows that very, very few people grade and get mostly 10s. Either you're a genius or you're an excellent pre-grader, or the PSA grader's wife got cracked that day and he's super unhappy with you, and even if you're a genius you get nothing, or he got married that day and he's super happy, so he gives you great grades. You need a combination of both. You need to be a great pre-grader and have your PSA grader get married that day. Then maybe get good grades, because honestly the grades are often ridiculous. So this one is the box that's partly empty because didn't fill the full box. All right, so I guess that's the back. Yeah, that's the back. Oh, I did grade a One Piece card. This one's kind of cool. Let's take a look at this one, guys. All right. So this one is Boa Hancock. PSA magazine exclusive. So this is a one great perk of having the PSA magazine. I can't even dock that. It's to give tons of free stuff with the magazine that comes free with the membership, and got 10. All right, that's beautiful. That's a couple $100. That's not bad, and it was a free card. That I'm happy about. Let's go birds again. 8. This is what I mean. The Hidden Fates quality was good for the ETB promos. Like, in no world is this supposed to get 8. The 8s I'll probably crack. I'm not even gonna lie. Whoa, pause. For the 9s, I won't crack them out of the cases, but 8s I might. Because, you know, 9s, whatever, they might be imperfect. If it's genuinely looking gem mint, I might do it, but the 8s, man. Come on, man. Let's go. No mites, please. My heart can't take it. 10. Boom. That's what we like to see. 8. It's terrible. It's terrible. 9. Alright. It's not good, but alright. 10. That's what we want to see. That's where the big bucks are made, man. I think PSA was offering like what, me like 400 USD to buy it off me. Like, you know, they send out offers once they grade your cards. Come on. Let's get through the remaining of these because I'm actually going to tweak. 10. Alright, beautiful. Beautiful. 10 is what you like to see. Alright, another enhanced ETB booster box promo. 9. I'm really disappointed in these journeys together. I guess because they bounced around in the booster box or something, but they're not doing well at grading. 9. Did I even get a single 10 on these? I don't even know. Come on. Birds. 10. That's what we like to see. 2 more cards to finish it off here. Ooh, this one was nice, but I got railed. 8. It is what it is. But it was, I just saw this in one of my like just binders of singles that I bought off someone. It's a nice one. Generations, Charizard EX. Oh, we got 2 more actually. Oh, Cynthia's Ambition. I think I had like 4 copies of this card, but I only graded 1 because it was look perfect. If it doesn't get a 10. That's what I'm saying. You keep it in a top loader, you know, pack fresh, it looks perfect, and you get an 8. It is what it is. And lastly, Shroud of Fable ETB promo. Let's finish strong, please. 8. Anyways, as you guys can see, this is what I mean by disappointing. We got, look at the stacks here, man. There's like what? There's like a 1-9 in here. The rest are 8s and below. So if we throw this 9 in the 9 stack, we got over here. Let's do an overview. We got a 6. That's ridiculous, man. Look, more 8s and below than we have 9s. At least we got more gem and 10s than all of them, but this is not a good ratio to have. You want to see this stack like this for 10s. And then I'll take that for 9s and 8s. But you don't want 6s. You don't want below 8s. It's ridiculous, but yeah. That was my PSA return. It's still a pretty nice return, especially with the 10s and the birds. This, I think I can turn over for $10,000 to $20,000 still, because some of the cards are super valuable. And, you know, we got, you know, methods to sell. But yeah, it's still extremely profitable, even with PSA being bipolar. Even if your grader's wife got cracked that day, not by him, you can still make a profit. So I've been saying this for a while. PSA grading is always been one of the greatest ways to make money in Pokemon, especially when you get good at pre-grading. It's only my 2nd ever submission, so it's not terrible, but you know, people have built large business off of this, especially consignment businesses, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, put in the comments. He's a great guy. I watched him years ago when he was coming up, and it was really a great inspiration that just a guy could make it doing just PSA cards on eBay. But anyways, that was the return. We got some really nice cards in there, honestly. Like, this promo is just beautiful, and in a 10, that's what you love to see. But yeah, it was a longer video today. Let me know what you guys think about grading PSA cards for profit. The new submission center that opened up in Toronto, that was my return. And I look forward to seeing you guys when I do my next PSA submission and return with PSA Canada. that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know if you want to see that video for cracking and regrading. But yeah, subscribe to join the journey. See you guys.